Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go into the gun store until I've talked to the witness. But
I'll talk to whoever was in the...
Can I help you, sir?
I would
Sure
say
this
that
means
too.
much.
Sometimes it helps getting all the clues before.
I'm Officer Phelps.
I guess she walked up to
I'm
you.
here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
why does she have Play-Doh on her head?
Everett.
And you are.
Galleta. Clovis.
That was one of the complaints about the game, is that not really a complaint,
Clovis?
but because they had to do the face.
So you know
way
what the
they
worst
did,
part about these old-timey era things are the stupid-ass names people gave you, like Clovis. Why would you name your kid Clovis? Because you hate them?
That's what they named
You
people
think
back
you could
then.
tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
How did he know you were
Came
late?
back.
Did you talk about your period at lunch?
I was angry. I walked in front.
I don't think she
I
meant
heard
that.
shots.
Oh.
I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
I shot him because he yelled at me because I was late on my lunch. She see... What the fuck?
That's what they do. So you're supposed to figure out how you're going to approach her. You want to be a good cop or bad cop or accusatory, and see what she... You're supposed to try to get her to talk.
She seems schizophrenic. The facial expressions don't help.
You kind of get used to them after you watch them a while, but if she's doing that, I would say she's hiding something. She knows more. So...
But I don't know what the difference between accuse and bad cop is.
Try one and find out.
No.
You can't exactly fail. You just get a
you-
rating on the case.
No, you can fail.
You can always go back and replay the case.
So, I'm going to say bad cop's going to be mean, and I think accuse is going to be, like, doubting what she's saying.
Probably.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why.
I got it right.
You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Uh-oh. What was her name?
Galetta.
Well, her name's on the voucher. Made out to a C. Galetta.
Yeah.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
Dude,
He's showing me a
you
lovely
can still
watch.
hear the 1940s music in the background
Mr.
if you listen
Gage
real
bursts
careful.
in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage.
I'm
They
way more
start
interested in that than
yelling
anything
at
she's
each
saying.
other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan.
If they made this into a
and
movie,
yells at me to get back to work.
that would be Scarlett Johansson,
We
because
get
she's
back
got
here.
those lips.
And I hear a loud bang.
Oh, that's just lipstick.
Mr. Gage.
No, I meant like
punches us
the
back.
shape of the lips.
I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage
But they'd have to
falls
put
his
Play-Doh
knees.
on her head.
It looked very painful.
They should make everybody bald. I missed everything she said.
She just described how he got shot.
Oh.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think this sincere, choose good cop. I think she's being honest with me that time.
I need you to concentrate,
you got it correct.
Miss Scaletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
He could also just check the gun and see how many bullets are missing.
That would make it too easy. And he hasn't checked the gun yet. Remember, he had to take it to the gun store.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
So if you think they're lying, but you don't have proof that they're lying, choose back up. I have proof. Oh, I don't have proof, but I know she's lying. Because first she told me she heard the shots. Now she told me she actually saw the shooter throw the gun in the bin. But, here's the whole thing. This is a tutorial.
You're making me angry, Miss Scaletta. Is that what you want?
It's telling you what to press because it's a tutorial.
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates
It suddenly
Jews.
dawned on me because
A
it gave
lot
me
of
the
people
X the
do.
first time, the triangle the
It's not
second
my
time, and
fault
the
if he has nice
square the
things.
third time.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. It's been very brave.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to give you
Need to
any
make a formal
points for
statement
that.
about what happened, Mr.
Does that mean I can still collect my...
But
Never mind.
I knew she was
Yes,
lying,
I'll
and you
still
know,
make a statement.
so I caught that at least. I know why they said to say that she's lying.
I never really paid attention to that the first time I played. I should have paid attention to what the differences
You don't
were.
pay attention to a lot of things. This is what got us into trouble in Dino Crisis, because you don't pay attention.
Well, no, I got them right most of the time.
But I forgot where I'm going, so let me pull up my notebook real quick.
You can either go to the jewelry store.
I know, but I want to review these.
Oh. Well, okay. I
Um,
was trying to help.
I want to ask this guy questions. Why can't I ask him questions?
Because he's dead.
Oh.
Can't ask dead people questions.
You don't know that. Shooting, layaway voucher, FN Browning handgun, suspect
Does that-
positively identified.
Does that handgun have like a
possible religious
add-on
motive?
to the front of it?
Possible religious motive. Was he Jewish? What? What? Racial enmity between Kalu and Gage. Store clerk testifies to Kalu shooting Everett Gage after a heated argument. FN Browning. Okay, so I still want to go to the gun store because I need to know who owned the gun. I'm not going to interrogate the other guy until I know who owned the gun.
I would agree with that choice.
Okay.
Gives you more to talk about with him.
I don't think his name's on this. None Bush shoes. Can I go to the layaway store? I could go to the Bank of Arcadia too.
I think it only gave you 2 locations.
Gun store, jewelry store. Yeah, the jewelry store.
Well, you're at the jewelry store.
Oh.
No, wait.
No, I'm at,
no, you're at
I'm
the shoe store.
Yeah, I'm at the shoe store.
So you can go to the gun store or the jewelry store, but I think the jewelry store is where the suspect is. So you'd want to go
Hurry
to
it
the
up,
gun
Ralph.
store. Yeah, hurry it up. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Or was he talking to you?
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
We're not going to the
Hey.
jewelry store.
Maintain the perimeter.
We're going to the gun store.
Well, go to the gun store first. Yeah, I think in order to have him drive though, you got to pick it in your. Oh, never mind. You did. Did you get behind the wheel? Yeah, you got behind the wheel. If you pick it before you get in the car and then hit Y,
I did though.
You didn't pick the location.
No, but I picked it in the car, so it should be my location now.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you pick it before the destination before you get in the car, then you can hit Y and or triangle and he'll.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where the fuck are you going? Literally just holding triangle and he did that. Walked in a big
You only
goddamn
have to
circle.
tap it.
I thought you said you had to hold triangle.
Well, until he says those words,
Oh.
and then it'll automatically just do it.
But I don't think holding it had anything to do with him walking in a circle.
Isn't this the sporting goods store you were at last time?
No.
Officers, what can I do you for?
It is.
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division.
Different one?
We need you to trace a serial
It
number.
looks the same.
Sure.
See?
What's the make and
Rifle
model?
range. Over
FN
there.
Browning, model 1922. The serial number is
Oh, it's a different guy.
01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner.
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu.
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
Well, at least you know it was serviced.
So the murder weapon was serviced. What does that help me with?
I don't know. It might be a useless clue.
Store owner testifies to Kalu servicing Browning pistol serial number 01138. So, well, here's the thing. How did he remember the serial number? I don't I don't honestly think that the store owner's lying, but how did he remember the serial number? Did he just remember the person and the gun? Because if that's the case, then his clue is inaccurate.
Well, it is because he just said that he didn't sell one, but he had one in there.
Right, but that's the thing though, is that he, like, the clue that he wrote down was actually identified him and testified that he had that particular gun with that particular serial number serviced.
Well,
It's an inaccurate description, so I'm going to take that away from this game for that.
well, it's
What
also
the fuck?
you had to triangle over again.
You're behind the wheel.
I hit it, but when I hit it and held it, he got in instead of asking that.
No. I think a couple times when it's faded like that, the AI driver has driven over things.
Stop moving. We're going to
They-
figure
they-
out what you're doing.
The AI driver has driven over things.
Oh,
The 111 Club.
does having the AI partner drive lower your score in the
No.
case? So you don't get points for driving.
No.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
I knew that was Kalu. Can I pull my gun out and shoot him?
Kalu, get back here!
Yeah.
Sweet.
Or you can just tackle him and take him in.
If I can catch him.
I think if you aim, he stops.
Too late, Kalu!
I'm gonna catch him. Oh shit.
If you aim at him, I think he stops.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
You really want to tackle him. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do have to shoot.
See, you can't shoot him. I shot him in the leg. Shoot the hostage, Nick.
Maybe you got to get closer before you can aim at him like that. I don't know.